Feng Shui can take you from poor to rich. Did you know that bringing a dog into your home is arguably the single fastest, most effective, and undeniably the most joyful way to fundamentally change the luck, the energy, and the destiny of your entire life? We often talk about Feng Shui as if it is some distant, mysterious, high-level magic that requires you to hire expensive consultants, buy weird statues, or knock down walls. We think of energy work as something you do in a silent meditation room with incense burning. But I am here to tell you that sometimes the most powerful Feng Shui cure in the universe isn't a crystal, it isn't a wind chime, it is a four-legged, furry creature running around your living room, chasing a tennis ball and stealing your socks. In the ancient study of energy, we classified Ogs as living, breathing generators of pure, radiant yang energy. To put it in Western terms that we can all feel, yang is the energy of the sun, noon. It is the energy of warmth, of movement, of loud laughter, of action, and of life itself. Think about a house that feels lonely or cold. We have all been in a house like that. Maybe it's a massive mansion with expensive furniture, but only one person living in it, echoing with a hollow silence. Or maybe it's a crowded family apartment where everyone is exhausted, stressed, and glued to their iPhones, barely acknowledging each other's existence. The air in those homes feels still, heavy, almost stagnant, like walking through invisible syrup. It drains you. Now imagine the scene changes. Imagine opening the front door and a golden retriever, or a scruffy terrier, or a goofy bulldog runs to greet you. You hear the rhythm of their nails tapping on the floorboards like a drum roll. You hear the happy, breathy noises coming from their throat. You see a tail wagging so hard it's hitting the walls, creating a vibration that ripples through the room. Instantly, that heavy, cold, stagnant atmosphere is shattered into a million pieces. The air is physically moving. The temperature seems to rise by degrees. You cannot help but smile, your body physically relaxes. That moment right there, that is Feng Shui in action. That is the dog using its massive biological energy field to physically scrub the negativity and stagnation out of your space. But here is the deeper truth, the secret sauce that many people don't realize: owning a dog is a spiritual privilege. In our culture, we say that having a dog stay in your life requires good karma or blessings. Not everyone is lucky enough to hold on to this bond. Have you ever noticed that dogs naturally gravitate toward certain people? You might go to a public park full of people, and a stranger's dog ignores everyone else, the rich people, the beautiful people, but runs right up to you, sits on your foot, and leans their weight against your leg. That is not an accident. That is an energy reading. Dogs are drawn to souls that are clean, kind, and open. They are repelled by bitterness, hidden malice, and deep toxicity. If a dog chooses you, if a dog looks at you with those big, trusting eyes, take it as a massive compliment from Mother Nature. It means your energy is good. It means you are ready to be loved unconditionally. It means you have the capacity to be a guardian. Let's get into the gritty reality of daily life. Let's talk about how a dog acts as a therapist, a guardian, and a luck-minus bringer in the chaos of the modern world. Think about the life most of us live. We are anxious. We have stressful jobs that demand our attention 24/7, varially mail and Slack. We deal with road rage, traffic jams, rude bosses, endless bills, and the constant pressure of social media comparison. By the time we get home at 6 p.m., we are carrying a heavy, invisible backpack full of emotional garbage: stress, anger, exhaustion, self-doubt, fear. If you walk into an empty house, you have no choice but to unpack that garbage and sit in it. You replay the argument with your coworker in your head. You worry about the meeting tomorrow. The energy in your house absorbs this. It gets darker and heavier night after night, turning your sanctuary into a stress box. But if you have a dog, the script changes completely. Close friend, let's call her Sarah. Sarah works in high-frequency finance, Shark Tank of an industry. She used to come home, throw her keys on the table, collapse on the couch, and stare at the ceiling, feeling miserable and drained of all humanity. She adopted a little rescue mutt named Buster. Now the ritual is different. When Sarah puts her key in the lock, she hears Buster's paws pacing on the other side. She opens the door, and there is a creature who thinks she is the most important celebrity in the galaxy. Buster doesn't care about the stock market. He doesn't care that she messed up a presentation. He doesn't care that her makeup is smudged. He just wants her. Sarah has to put down her bag. She has to kneel down on the floor. She has to scratch behind his ears while he licks her face. In those 5 minutes, the stress of the corporate world evaporates. She is forced to be present. She is forced to feel love. Buster has literally eaten her stress. He has cleansed her aura before she even took off her coat. Shift from fight or flight survival mode to rest and love mode is what changes your destiny. Happy, relaxed people attract good luck and opportunities. Stressed, angry people attract problems and accidents. The dog makes you happy, therefore the dog brings you wealth. Let's look at another example, one that might be familiar to many of you living with families, roommates, or partners. Think about the dynamics of a relationship. Arguments happen. It's natural. Tension builds up. Maybe a husband and wife have been bickering all day about finances, or whose turn it is to do the dishes. A house feels like a battlefield. There is an icy silence in the living room. You could cut the tension with a knife. They are sitting on opposite ends of the sofa, scrolling on their phones, stewing in anger. In a house without a dog, that silence can last for days, calcifying into resentment and emotional distance. This is how marriages die. But in a house with a dog, something funny happens. The dog senses the tension. Dogs hate tension. It feels like static electricity or bad smells to them. So what do? They intervene. They become the court jester. Maybe the dog suddenly decides it's playtime, grabs a squeaky toy and drops it wet with slobber right on the angry husband's lap, looking up with big, expectant, innocent eyes. Maybe the dog tries to jump on the couch and clumsily slides off or lets out a loud, ridiculous sneeze. Suddenly, the couple looks at the dog. Then they look at each other, and they start laughing. The tension breaks. The ice melts. You can't hold on to a grudge when you are laughing at a goofy animal. The dog has acted as a peacekeeper, a bridge back to connection. I know a couple who swears their marriage was saved by their English bulldog simply because it was impossible to have a serious, screaming argument when the dog was snoring like a tractor and farting on the rug between them. By keeping the emotional energy of the home light, funny, and flowing, the dog protects the harmony of the family. Harmony brings wealth. Harmony brings health. The dog is doing the work of a high-level marriage counselor, and he works for biscuits. Now, let's talk about loneliness and depression, which are the ultimate bad feng shui for a human life. Depression is a state of extreme yin stillness, darkness, isolation. When you are depressed, you stop moving. You stay in bed. You close the curtains. You don't shower. Your home becomes a stagnant pool of energy, a cave of darkness where no fresh luck can enter. I had a client, a young man named Mike, who went through a terrible, heart-shattering breakup. He was in a dark place. He didn't want to see anyone. He barely ate. The energy in his apartment was so heavy it felt hard to breathe. His sister dropped off her Labrador, Max, for him to watch for a few weeks while she traveled for work. Suddenly, Mike couldn't stay in bed until noon. Needed to go out at 7 a.m. Max needed to eat. Max needed to walk. The dog forced Mike to get up. It forced him to open the curtains, forced him to put on clothes and step outside into the sunlight. On those walks, something magical happened. Mike started seeing his neighbors. People would stop to pet the dog and say, "What a beautiful boy, what's his name?" Mike had to talk to them. He had to engage. He had to smile. Slowly, day by day, the dog dragged Mike back into the land of the living. The dog reconnected him with the grid of humanity. In energy terms, the dog forced the key too. There is also the aspect of spiritual protection. I don't just mean protecting you from burglars, although they do that too. I mean protecting you from bad people, bad vibes, and energetic vampires. Dogs are incredible judges of character. They smell pheromones we can't smell, they read micro-minus expressions we miss, and I believe they see the true intentions of a human soul. Have you ever introduced a new boyfriend, girlfriend, or business partner to your dog? Pay close attention. I've heard countless stories of dogs who are usually friendly to everyone suddenly growling, hiding, or standing between their owner and the specific person. There was a woman I knew who started dating a guy who seemed perfect on paper, handsome, rich, charming, successful. But her usually sweet social poodle would hide under the bed shaking whenever he came over. She ignored the dog. She thought the dog was just being jealous. 3 months later, she found out the guy was stealing money from her and living a double life with another family. The dog knew. The dog saw the dirt on his soul that the woman couldn't see because she was blinded by romance. If your dog doesn't like someone, trust the dog. They are protecting your home from energy vampires and liars. They are the guardians of your personal space. Conversely, if you invite someone into your home and your dog relaxes, wags their tail, and falls asleep belly minus up next to them, you know that person is good news. It is the ultimate background check, more accurate than the FBI. What about the elderly? This is a crucial demographic. In many cultures, we believe that as people get older, their internal yang fire fades. They get cold easily, they move slower, and they can feel incredibly lonely and invisible. Ugh brings that fire back. I have visited nursing homes where the atmosphere is very sad, sterile, and quiet, the smell of disinfectant and loneliness. But the moment a therapy dog walks in, the whole room lights up. Old men haven't spoken in days start talking to the dog, their eyes sparkling with memories of their own childhood pets. Old women with arthritis reach out their twisted hands to touch the soft fur. The dog offers physical touch, which is a basic human need that many lonely people are starved of. Just the act of petting a dog lowers your blood pressure, regulates your heart rate, and releases oxytocin, the love hormone. It is a physical healing mechanism. If you have an elderly parent living alone, getting them a calm, older dog can add years to their life. It gives them a purpose. It gives them a reason to wake up in the morning. It gives them a living, breathing heat source to curl up next to while watching TV. That is powerful bio-minus energy at work, extending life and bringing joy to the twilight years. Let's look at a lighter, funnier example, the Zoom IES. You know that moment when a dog suddenly goes crazy, they tuck their butt in, their eyes get wide, and they start running circles around the living room, jumping on the sofa, spinning around like a tornado for 2 minutes straight. It's hilarious to watch. But in my view, that is a feng shui cleansing ritual. The dog senses that the energy in the room has become too stiff, too serious, or too stagnant. Nature abhors stagnation. So, the dog uses an explosion of kinetic energy to break it up. They are literally shaking the bad vibes out of the carpet. They are stirring the pot of energy. After the Zoom IES are over, the room feels lighter. The air feels clearer. Most importantly, we laugh. Laughter is the highest vibration sound you can make in a home. Clears ghosts, it clears sadness. A home filled with laughter is a home that attracts angels in abundance. A home filled with silence attracts problems. The dog ensures there is always laughter, even if it's just laughing at how silly they look while sleeping with their tongue hanging out. We must also consider the power of routine and grounding. In a chaotic, digital world where everything is abstract and moving at the speed of light, having a creature that needs to be fed at 6 p.m. and walked at 7 a.m. gives your life a necessary structure. This structure is a form of earth energy. It stabilizes you. When your life is falling apart, maybe you lost your job, maybe the news is terrifying, the dog reminds you that life goes on. They remind you that the sun still comes up, the grass still smells interesting, and dinner is still the most exciting thing in the world. This grounding effect is crucial for mental health. I often tell people who are feeling floaty, anxious, or ungrounded to get a dog. You can't be ungrounded when you have to pick up poop with a plastic bag. It keeps you humble. It keeps you connected to the physical reality of the earth. It stops you from living entirely in your head. Furthermore, let's not forget the power of touch in a digital age. We touch screens more than we touch living things. We are a touch-starved society. When you pet a dog, you are engaging in a literal transfer of energy. Their fur is soft, their bodies are warm, their heartbeat is steady. This tactile sensation soothes the human nervous system instantly. It brings you out of the digital world, the metaverse, and back into the biological world, the universe. It reminds your body that you are an animal too, not just a brain in a jar. This connection to our own biology is essential for good health. iDog is a bridge back to nature. Finally, let's talk about the deep spiritual bond of karma. Why do we say you need blessings to have a dog? Because a dog is a pure soul. Think about it. They have no malice. They don't lie to you. They don't manipulate you for status. They don't hold grudges about what you said yesterday. If you accidentally step on your dog's tail, they might yell, but 5 seconds later, they are licking your hand to make sure you are okay. They forgive instantly and completely. This level of purity is rare in the universe. If a dog enters your life, it is the universe sending you a master teacher. The dog is teaching you how to be a better human. They are teaching you how to love without conditions. They are teaching you how to live in the present moment, not worrying about the past or future. If you can learn these lessons, your own vibration rises. You become a better person. When you become a better person, your luck improves. Your relationships improve. Your health improves. It is a ripple effect that starts with the dog and spreads to every single area of your life. So, look at your dog today. Don't just see a pet that costs money to feed. See a little ball of sunshine that is constantly working to burn away your clouds. See a loyal guardian that checks the energy of every person who walks through your door. See a therapist that works for free and is on call 24/7. That's the age when you walk your dog in the morning and you feel annoyed because it's raining or you're tired. Remember this, that walk is grounding you. It is connecting you to the earth. It is forcing you to breathe fresh air. Your dog is taking you for a walk, not the other way around. They are walking you away from your stress and into the moment. If you don't have a dog and you feel like your life is stuck or your home feels cold, maybe it's time to go to a shelter. Walk through the rows of cages. Don't choose with your brain. Don't choose based on breed. Choose with your heart. See which dog makes eye contact with you. See which one thumps its tail when you stop. That is the spark. That is the karma clicking into place. That is the contract being signed. When you bring that dog home, you aren't just saving a life. You are saving your own. You are inviting a living miracle into your living room. So cherish them, spoil them, let them sleep on the bed sometimes. Because the amount of good luck, protection, and love they bring into your life is worth infinitely more than a clean duvet cover. Be the person your dog thinks you are, and you will find that your life becomes as magical as they see it.